What's going on, Commanders Nation? We are live previewing the Commanders versus the Baltimore Ravens Monday night preseason game. I'm gonna give everybody a minute to join up and join the stream and get up in here. So we'll wait a minute, but yeah, man, we got a preseason game Monday night. Hopefully, the starters will at least get a half. That's kind of what I want to see. From this team, I want to get a full look at Sam Howell. But yeah, wait, hold up. All right. Yeah, I want to get a full look at Sam Howell. Has anyone joined yet? But yeah, I'm hoping the starters can play a full half. Now, I'm trying to figure out if Lamar Jackson is playing Monday night. I'm not sure. Um, I'm hearing from a lot of people that I don't think he is, so it'll probably be Tyler Huntley starting for them. But yeah. Put my shades on. Actually, no, I'm just gonna. Shades are only for game days and for a lot of play-by-plays. I'm not gonna have them on during a regular stream, but no chats yet. Doesn't look like anyone's in here yet, so I'm gonna give it a minute. But yeah, I'm coming on here. I'm going to training camp tomorrow. Forgot to tell you guys that I got to get up at like 6 a.m. in the morning. So probably not right after this, but probably around like 10 or so. I got to get to bed. And because I got to get up early, go to Commanders training camp. Because I think practice starts at like 9. It's the last day of training camp, so I'm trying to go get in there and watch the boys practice. Watch Sam Howell, Dotson, Terry, Curtis. Yeah, I'm trying to see it all. I'm trying to see them practice. So yeah, I'm going down to Ashburn tomorrow, leaving around 6:15. The practice starts from 9, goes to like 11. So yeah, and I'm gonna try to get some pictures, some autographs for the boys. Especially Sam Howell, Terry, Chase, all them boys. But see if we can get some people in here though. But yeah, we're gonna basically the stream is probably gonna be about an hour long. We're gonna get into topics about the game. Yeah. Dude, I heard that a fight broke out at Cowboys practice today, Cowboys training camp. Apparently, let me look into it. I'm gonna have to do some more research on it, but I think it was like DeMarcus Lawrence and Dak Prescott who got into it. Let me see. Hold up. Cowboys fight at practice. Yeah, training camp. Yep, that works. Apparently they had. Hold on, I'm seeing stuff from like 2 days ago. There was fights. Cowboys end camp with fights and Parsons throwing punches. Carson's throwing punches. I say punches. Yeah, Cowboys end camp with fights and Parsons throwing punches. Apparently, he said it's all good. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, he said it's all good competition. Okay. Yeah, so apparently they're just getting after it a little bit. We've seen a lot of fights this training camp. The Commanders Ravens joint practices, those were intense. There was at least a couple fights every day. Mark Andrews body slam Danny Johnson. Like, I don't know why he did that. Like, dude, why are you messing with like our cornerback 5, who might not even be on the roster this year? Like, I just don't think there was any need for Mark Andrews to do that. Just made no sense to me. Like, bro, you're a top 3 tight end in this league, and that's who you're going after. Like, come on, bro. Wait, apparently Micah Parsons punched Tyler Bidas. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Apparently, like some offensive lineman. That makes sense because the D line's going after the O line. So, yeah, that's enough about the Cowboys. Nobody really cares about them We're here to preview the game on Monday night. This is probably going to be like one of the most exciting preseason games you're going to see because look, it's the first game at FedEx Field. With our new ownership with Magic Johnson, Josh Harris. So it's going to be exciting, man. I expect. I think the stadium should be packed. Everybody should be rolling up to FedEx Field. But like, dude, I heard that people were saying like the Commanders YouTube channel, like before, like when Dan Snyder was the owner, they probably had like 90K subscribers, and now they have like 130. Like it went up like 40. They got like 40K more subscribers the day Josh Harris became the official owner of the team. That's crazy, man. Wait, let me check. Yeah, let me check the Commanders YouTube channel. Yeah, now it's got 118K, so it probably went from like 85K to 118K, which is insane. I mean, all because of the new ownership. But yeah, we're about to get into some topics about this game. So obviously there's I know it's a preseason game, but there's there's a lot at stake here because the Ravens are on a 24 game preseason winning streak. They haven't lost a preseason game since like 2015. Like that's crazy. I was like 6 the last time the Ravens lost a preseason game. So them boys that they care about winning preseason games for some reason. But yeah, I mean we're trying to come in, we're trying to end that streak, man. That would be pretty special if we could end the Ravens preseason streak. And like I want us to win this game. Like I know it's preseason, doesn't matter a whole lot, but I'm rooting for them to win this game. No matter if it matters or not, like if it's a preseason, regular season, I'm always rooting for us to win. So yeah. All right, man. Still don't got nobody in here. It's tough, man. All right. Oh, but I forgot to mention. All right, let's talk about Sam Howell, man. He is officially the Week 1 starter. He got named starter today for Week 1, so he's officially our QB1. I mean, it was kind of surprising that it happened today, like because Ron was taking a while, and he even said in the press conference like a couple of days ago that he still has to sit down with EB and the quarterback coach, and they got to talk about it, to make the decision. I mean, we all knew Sam Howell was our guy. He's been the guy all summer. He's been getting pretty much all the first string reps. He's been getting all the reps with the ones this summer. So, we all knew that, he was our guy and he was, the QB1, but, it was just, finally made official today that he will be the starter for Week 1. So it's definitely good news. So now Sam Howell can go into the preseason game. I'm not saying like he should be like relaxed or anything. Like he just still go out there, with a chip on his shoulder, like he's got something to prove. But, now, he's been named starter. So, Jacoby Brissett, starting over him, that's out of the conversation. And I didn't think it was ever a discussion. Even like early in the summer, I knew Sam Howell was going to be the starter all along. So I think most of us did. I know Chase is about to join soon. That's what he said. Hold up, y'all. I gotta text my friend real quick. All right. Okay. But yeah, man, I mean, I'm happy he's officially the Week 1 starter. So let's talk about this offense. So Sam Howell, a lot of people, or he came out and said yesterday that he thinks he can lead the Commanders to the Super Bowl. And a lot of people are probably like, oh, isn't he supposed to say that? Like, yeah, he is supposed to say that. He's supposed to come on there with that confidence that he can lead us to the Super Bowl. Um, but it just, I think it's real. Like it felt real when he said that, and you know, I don't know. But and Sam Howell, like, he's not really, he doesn't talk a whole lot. So, when he opens up like that, it's definitely nice to hear. But all right. But all right. So to start off, talking about and previewing this game, I'm gonna talk about some stuff that I want to see from Sam Howell. So I mean, really just the same things, that he did against the Browns. Just I want to see him continue to look comfortable in there, look comfortable, with the offense, in Eric Bieniemy's new scheme. That's really what I want to see. Making good throws in the pocket. I want to see some of his mobility again too, because he really showed off that. Um, Last week against the Browns. So, he's looking good. I think his stats last week were 9 for 12 for about 80 yards. And he threw a, nice touchdown pass to Jahan Dotson. It wasn't a perfect throw. It could have been thrown a little bit better, especially because Jahan was, wide open. So Sam Howell, he needs to make a little bit of a better throw than that. But Jahan was still able, to haul it in and, you know, catch the touchdown. So, um, yeah, but Sam Howell, I mean, one play that stood out to me, or no, there was a couple plays that stood out to me. What was it? Third and I think six, something like that. But Sam Howell, he was getting pressured. Our offensive line kind of got beat on this play. It was early in the game in the first quarter. I think it was like the first drive maybe, but it was third and nine, or third and six. He was getting pressured. Um, he was scanning downfield, didn't see nothing was there. Then he rolls out left, scrambles, uses his legs for like 9 yards, extends the drive and picks up the first down. I mean, Taylor Heineke was able to do that a little bit, but and also, extending plays, you know, like if nothing's open, then Sam Howell is able to roll out the pocket and make throws on the run with his arm, make plays, extend plays with his arm. Taylor Heineke was just never able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And like Sam Howell just has way better accuracy than Taylor Heineke ever did. His deep ball, I mean, that dude's got a cannon, you know, miles better than Taylor Heineke's. Um, and yeah, I think, Sam Howell just checks all the boxes for me, as a quarterback in this league. I mean, he's got everything you want. He's got all the tools to be a good starting quarterback in this league. He just got to put it all together, in my opinion. Yeah, but yeah, so that was a play that stood out to me. And the second play, this was a touchdown drive. So yeah, this was Sam Howell's last drive, but it's 4th and 3, right? He's under duress pretty much the whole game, right? But he's getting pressured. It looks like the play is gonna be dead, and he's gonna, get sacked, or it's gonna be incomplete, and we're gonna turn the ball over on downs. But no, he's able to extend the play, rolled out to the right, and he hits Cole Turner right on the money for a 20-yard gain, extends the drive. And then I think like the next play after that, Sam Howell threw a nice ball to Jahan Dotson for a touchdown. So, it's just plays like that, man. That you love to see, and you need a quarterback that can do that. That's the difference between having a punt or turnover on downs, or extending the drive, picking up a first down, and that can lead to a scoring drive. So that's just the difference. Like I just feel like with Taylor Heineke, especially, I just feel like so many of our drives just stalled out, and we were just never able to extend drives. We weren't able to, move the ball a whole lot. Like maybe we'll pick up one first down, but then once you get back to like let's say it's 3rd and 7, that they're not going to pick up that first down because Taylor Heineke is just he has so many limitations, to his game, especially with his arm. Um, he can't throw the ball downfield at all. He can make plays. He was able to make plays with his legs sometimes, but you know, Taylor Heineke also just, he doesn't have nearly the IQ that Sam Howell has. I mean, Sam Howell just has a natural feel for the game. He has a very high IQ, makes the right decisions, really just takes what the defense gives him, and that's really all we want. Like Taylor Heineke was always Taylor Heineke and Carson Wentz. They're pretty similar in my eyes. Carson Wentz had a better arm, but that was about it. Um, but Taylor Heineke and Carson Wentz would both just, force balls down the field in like double coverage and it would get picked, or, force balls across the middle of the field. Like in the Vikings game, this is what pissed me off about Taylor Heineke. We're up 17-10 with like 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. All right, our defense was balling that game, so I'm confident if Taylor Heineke just throws that ball away or just doesn't force it, and we have to punt. I was pretty comfortable with that because the defense was balling out, and I'm pretty sure if we had just punted the ball away, Tressway has a good punt, and we pin him deep, that the defense gets to stop and we win the game. Instead, Taylor Heineke pretty much hand wraps and gifts the game away to the Vikings because it's like third and I want to say it was probably like 3rd and 10. He drops back. And by the way, I'm pretty sure he had someone wide open on this play, like to the right. I think it may have been like Logan Thomas. But instead, he forces some dumb pass over the middle. It gets picked. I think that was in double coverage too. It gets returned to like the 7-yard line. And then that sets up an easy touchdown drive for the Vikings. And then that ties the game. And then I'm trying to think what happened after that. I think after that, then we had to punt and the Vikings got a field goal. Oh no, and then um what's it called? We got a stop, right? The defense got like a goal line stop. It was 4th down, and then the Vikings were lining up to kick a field goal, and then someone, I forget who it was, jumped off sides, and they gave the Vikings an automatic 1st down. So then that pretty much ended the game. All they had to do was run the clock out and kick they just had to kick like a chip shot 20-yard field goal, and that was the game. So I'm just saying that's the difference between Taylor Heineke, Sam Howell. Like he's gonna make much better decisions. He's gonna have a much better arm, and he's just significantly better than Taylor Heineke and Carson Wentz, whoever you want to compare him to. But yeah, I think this team has improved drastically since last year. But yeah, so for the Ravens, I mean, I want to see us beat this team. I think, especially if our first string, if our starters on defense are out there against a 2nd string Tyler Huntley or a 3rd string, um, whoever it is, you know, we should be able to get after whoever that QB is because there's no way their 2nd string or 3rd string offense should be scoring on our starters. That I would be concerned if that happens, but yeah. Yeah, like I totally expect our starting defense to shut down whoever the Ravens have at quarterback because it's not going to be Lamar Jackson most likely. Um, Now I'm not sure, if the Ravens are going to play like J.K. Dobbins, Mark Andrews. I'm not sure. Um, we'll have to see. We'll probably know more about that. When we get closer to the game because the game's still what 3 days away. So yeah, but I think FedEx Field, man, dude, fans are gonna be pumped, man. Josh Harris, first game at home for the Commanders with the new ownership, man. It's gonna be exciting. And I can't wait to watch that game. I think it's gonna be, it's gonna be a pretty exciting preseason game to watch. Um, and this might be like the biggest preseason game in Commanders history. Just there's a lot of stuff at stake. We have a chance to end, you know, a long streak for the Ravens, a 24 game preseason win streak for the Ravens. Whether you care about that or not, but just either way, I think it's just a good time to be a Commanders fan now. Got a new owner, got our quarterback. He's still got to prove himself, obviously, but I think we're just excited for the future. Um, and I think fans are gonna be pumped up to roll up to FedEx Field on Monday night when we play the Ravens. And it's a primetime game. It's a primetime game, so that makes it even more hype in my opinion. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty sure we're wearing the all burgundy uniforms against the Ravens, or it might be all white. By the way, I'm pretty sure I picked out the game that I'm gonna go to in the regular season. I'll most likely be at the Commanders versus Bears Thursday night game. I'm pretty sure. Let me look up that week. What week that is? Commander schedule. Like week 6, something like that. Yeah, week 1, week 2, week 3, 4, 5. That is week 5. So week 5, Thursday night at 8:15. The Commanders are rocking all black uniforms, man. Whew, that stadium's gonna be rocking. I already know. And week 1, bro, I already heard that those tickets are like pretty much sold out. Like there's very few tickets left. So if you want to go to that game, you better hurry up and get your tickets. But yeah, man. So yeah, I fully expect us to come out strong against the Ravens, especially if they have Tyler Huntley at QB. Um, Now, one thing I want to get into. So we struggle with mobile quarterbacks, right? We struggled with Deshaun Watson last week. He only played one drive, but and we were able to stop them. Down at the goal line, down at like the 5-yard line. But like that whole drive, they were moving the ball at will on us, and I'm not gonna lie, like our tackling on that first drive was terrible. Um, we were letting Deshaun Watson, scramble through the middle. We were letting him drop back, and then he would escape the pocket. Um, you know, we left the middle of the field wide open, and then he was able to pick up like 10, 15 yards every time he scrambled. And we have a hard time with mobile quarterbacks. Like Jack Del Rio, he just doesn't know how to scheme against mobile quarterbacks. We just always struggled against them. Like I don't know what it is, but like we're just never able to bring them down. Um, you know, so I need our D line to do a better job of actually bringing the quarterbacks down and actually sacking the quarterback, because a lot of times like we get great pressure almost every play, but we just have trouble bringing down quarterbacks for some reason. Like we have trouble actually getting to the quarterback and actually sacking them. Um, uh, Sorry. Okay. But there's times like when Chase Young, for example, he probably could have had 2 or 3 sacks against Deshaun Watson, and he just completely misses him. Like he gets in the backfield. Chase Young is in the backfield almost every play, but the quarterback just makes a move, rolls out, and then they're able to escape for a first down. And Chase Young is all. I feel like him and Montez are always like this close to getting a sack. Now, Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne, those boys get there. I think Jonathan Allen had at least double-digit sacks last year. I think the same thing with Deron Payne, but Montez and Chase Young, they have trouble getting to the quarterback. And those two are also, Montez. This is a contract year for him. He's trying to earn a contract this year, so he's trying to have a big year. He's trying to have a big 2023 season, and so is Chase Young, because I think this is the last year of his rookie deal, so he could be earning a new contract. Both of them. Um, could be getting new contracts at the end of the season. So they're playing for a lot. Um, but yeah, man, and I'll be at camp tomorrow. I'll probably vlog some of it. Vlog some of the practice. I don't know how much footage I'll be able to get of the practice, because I think there's a rule that like during 7-on-7 drills and 11-on-11s, you're not really allowed to like record, or else you can get kicked off the or kicked out of the facility, kicked out of practice. So I don't really want to risk that. But at the same time, like, what are they going to do if like they see 20 people recording? Because like, do they really think no one's going to record at training camp? Like, they really think that? I don't get what the big deal is, but I guess it is what it is, man. I know my boy Chase said he would join soon. I don't know. Damn, bro, I want to get some of my friends on here so we can actually, talk about this game, man. To be honest, though, I should probably start doing these previews. Let me know in the chat and stuff. But like for every game, like especially during the regular season, for every game, should I get like a special, or at least try to get like a special guest from every team we're playing, and just go live and do a preview with them? I think that would be a lot of fun. just talking to them about their team and stuff. But yeah, I mean, this is gonna be. Oh, what's up, Chris? Chris just joined. Says, "Yo, what's up with it, T? What's up, Chris?" Right now we're just previewing the Commanders versus Ravens game. We're talking about what we want to see on Monday night. I'll be at training camp tomorrow. You guys, I already said that I think like 10 minutes ago, but in case some people are joining right now, I'm going to training camp tomorrow. Practice starts at about 9. Chris is pretty good. How about you? I'm pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited to go watch the Commanders practice tomorrow. I'm gonna be rocking my Jahan Dotson jersey, most likely. Um, and I think it's the last day of training camp, so yeah, I'm definitely happy I'm able to get in there and watch the boys practice. I'm definitely gonna try to get some autographs, some pictures. Sam Howell, Terry, Chase, all them boys. I'm gonna try to get some pictures with them. Um, yeah, you should post shorts of practice. Oh yeah, for sure. I might even make like a full like 10-15 minute video of the practice. I'll probably vlog me at training camp. Also, yeah, I'll for sure post some YouTube shorts. Just some small clips of practice. And I'm gonna see like I just said a few minutes ago. I'm gonna see what footage I can get. Um, because I know there's a rule at training camp where you can't you're basically not allowed to record like 7-on-7 drills, 11-on-11s. I don't know why, but it's just like a rule in place. So apparently if they catch you recording one time, then you get like a warning, but then if they catch you again, then you get like kicked out of training camp. So I don't want to risk that, but then again, like what are they going to do if 25 people are recording? And it'll probably be way more than that, recording, because I've been hearing these training camps. I've been hearing Commanders training camp's been packed. Like the bleachers have been, completely filled up. Um, so it's like, what are they really gonna do if they see people recording? But yeah, but like definitely like early on, I'm gonna definitely get some YouTube shorts. Like Sam Howell throwing, the DBs getting work in, the running backs, wideouts. Terry Jahan running some routes. I'm definitely gonna get some footage of that. I'm just gonna get as much footage as I can. Definitely gonna get as much footage as I can. But yeah, what up? I know Chase and Colin are probably gonna join soon. But Chris, let me know in the chat. What do you really want to see? You know, from this what do you want to see from Sam Howell against the Ravens? Just give me some of your thoughts on what you want to see on Monday night. Because I know personally, I want to see Sam Howell just continue to look comfortable in the offense, continue to make good throws. But just let me know, some things you want to see Monday night, from the team. You're expecting big things. All right, what are you expecting? Just give me some of your thoughts in the chat. He QB1, so we got to go crazy. Yeah, for sure. Um, I would love to see like 2 touchdown drives out of this offense, because they're probably gonna get like a full first half, because since there's only 3 preseason games now, it's usually the second game where the starters play the most. So I'm really expecting this offense to be out there, especially if he playing backups. Oh yeah, for sure. Um, well, we'll have to see what the Ravens come out with. I don't think Lamar's playing, so I expect this defense to dominate. I expect this defense to dominate because we're going to be going against either a second or third stringer. Um, but yeah, so the offense I want to see for a full half. The defense, I don't. Then you got to get a lot of yards and TDs. Yeah, I would like to see some of his mobility again too. I want to see him roll out, extend plays, just like he's been doing. Um, but yeah, I really want to see this defense has got to dominate for however long they're out there. We really shouldn't be giving up any points to a second string or third string quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we did. We did that. Like especially, what's up, Colin? Welcome to the stream. Right now, we're just talking about some things that we want to see on Monday night versus the Ravens. But like I said, this defense should dominate against whoever's out there for the Ravens, because Lamar is most likely not playing. So, our starters, our first string defense should definitely be able, to dominate Tyler Huntley or, whoever the third stringer is. We should, our defense should be able to dominate them for sure. Because that's kind of what we did against the Browns. Because I think the Browns, Deshaun Watson played for like a drive. We kind of struggled against him, but we were able to get a stop in the red zone. We were able to stop him on fourth down. So then I think then they threw in like Josiah Dobbs or whatever, or Joshua Dobbs, whatever his name is. We dominated him. The Browns' only points against us in the first half was a safety where Andrew Wiley, who was terrible that night, got called for a hold in the end zone. So that ended up being a safety. But Colin, let me know what you want to see from the Commanders on Monday night. What do you want to see from this team? It could be, Sam Howell, the offense, the defense. It could be anything. Just give me some of your thoughts on this game. Because yeah, uh, yeah, this game is prime time too. So, oh, Mark Andrews is injured. Oh, he got injured because he slammed Danny Johnson to the ground. And I just said, like, why did he do that? Like, Danny Johnson is our cornerback 4 or 5. Like, what is he slamming him to the ground for? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, you're a top 3 tight end. And you're worried about a cornerback 4 or 5, and then you end up getting injured from it. So I mean, that's on him. You trying to come in, you trying to body slam one of our players, and you get injured, like that's on you, bro. Like, so if Ravens fans make excuses, well, I don't know how long he'll be out for, but like early in the season, if Mark Andrews isn't playing, the Ravens offense struggles. I don't want to hear no excuses because sorry that your tight end, one of the best tight ends in the league, is trying to mess with like probably a practice squad cornerback. So that's on him, man. Um, so I don't feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for the Ravens at all because that's Mark Andrews' fault. Ooh, Emmanuel Forbes reacted to a Ravens tweet. Was he talking trash? What's going on? Bro, well, from what I'm hearing, bro, our wide receivers were getting busy against these Ravens cornerbacks, bro. Like, I saw videos of Jahan Dotson turning these Ravens cornerbacks around, man. Terry, I heard he was cooking up. Curtis was even running circles around them. And I mean, I heard it was pretty much an even match between the two, but I heard Lamar struggled. He went like 11 on 11s. Lamar Jackson went like 8 for 19. That's what I heard from a lot of people. And Sam Howell went like 13 to 15 or something like that. So I think at least for day 2, I think we dominated them, man. And that's what I want to hear because I mean, going into these joint practices, all I was really hoping for was for us to just look like we belong, but we did more than that, man. I think we did way more than that. I think you could argue day 2 that we pretty much dominated the Ravens. Um, but yeah, I think Colin may have left the stream. I think everyone may have left the stream. I'm not sure, but yeah. Hold up. We're about a half hour into the stream. All right, so we're probably gonna be on here another half hour, something like that. All right. But yeah, I'm definitely glad that I think it's good that Sam Howell was named starter today because I think that allows Terry, the offense to get in a rhythm with Sam Howell, before week 1 because I feel like now they're like, all right, we know who our starter is going into week 1. We know who's going to be throwing the ball to us to start the season. It's not like if Rivera would have waited like another week, then you got guys thinking guys are waiting. They're like, who's going to be our QB? Who's going to be our guy week 1? Who's going to be throwing me the ball? You know what I'm saying? And I don't really think it was that big of a deal. like that's why when it was a while before Sam Howell got named starter, because in my opinion it was a little late for hold on. Oh, all right. My fault. I cleared out something. But in my opinion, it was a little late for Rivera. It took him a while to name Sam Howell the starter. Sorry, yeah, it took Rivera a while to name Sam Howell the starter. So you know, but I think like all along, the players probably knew that Sam Howell was going to be the guy because think about it, Sam Howell was probably getting 99% of the first string offense reps because I mean I'm sure Jacoby Brissett probably got a few reps here and there, um, just so Jacoby Brissett was comfortable with the first string guys and the starters. But I think the guys knew all along that Sam Howell was going to be the guy. Um, they've known that Sam Howell is going to be their guy for a while, all summer and spring, OTAs, training camp, preseason. He's been out there with the ones. So I don't think it was ever a question or a QB controversy. But yeah, it's good that he's officially named the starter. So now guys officially know that this is going to be their guy out there week one. Um, yeah, so I think that was good. So now we don't got to worry about that. That's out the way, and Sam Howell can just go out and focus on football, man. And I don't think he was ever worried about it. Um, you know, Sam Howell's, he's never comfortable. So, and I think like a lot of people are like, oh, is him getting named QB1? Is that gonna, make him take his foot off the gas? Or, you know, I don't think so because I think Sam Howell, no matter what, he's gonna go out there with a chip on his shoulder and he's gonna be focused. I don't think him getting named QB1 before the game is gonna, have an effect on him. But I mean, yeah, this is, this is probably the last look we're gonna get of Sam Howell in this offense before week one, because I don't think, the third week of preseason, we play the Bengals at home. I think it's like 5 days after the Ravens game. That's just going to be all guys trying to, go out there and, make the team. It's not going to be any starters out there the last week of preseason. So this is our last chance to get a look at, our starters and, really see how this offense is coming together, with this new scheme and new offensive coordinator. So, yeah, this is that, that's mainly why this is a big week, um, you know, for the offense and, for this team. But I mean, personally, I don't need to see much out of the defense because I already know that they're a top five unit. They've already proved themselves. I already know what the defense is. We just, the offense, what we know about them is they got a lot of talent. They got loads of talent on the offense, but they're unproven. They look good on paper, but, the past couple of years, we've had trouble scoring points, especially in the red zone. We haven't been able to convert. And hopefully that's going to change with Sam Howe and EB. So yeah, I'm just I want to see how this offense looks on Monday night, and they're gonna get a full half, so we're gonna get a good idea. We're gonna get a good taste of what this offense is, and I think that's why for me, and I think I can speak for a lot of other Commanders fans, why we're excited for this game too, because stars are gonna be out there for a full half, so we're gonna get a good taste of what this offense is. Um, so I'm ready to see that, man. I'm ready to watch that. And we're going to be live. We're going to be right here for the game. So, that should be a pretty good stream. Hopefully, we'll have a lot of people stop by. But yeah, man, I'm excited for that. Yeah, we're about 40 minutes in. So, but, dude, let's talk about Emmanuel Forbes, man. I heard he's been balling at training camp, the joint practices, man. He was getting after it. And, bro, I remember, the first day of the joint practices, they had joint practices for 2 days, but the first day, there was this clip that was it Lamar threw like a 4 yard out route. It was caught by this like no name receiver. I don't even know. He has like 4 career catches. Like I looked up his stats, and I've heard from people that he has like 4 career catches, and you know. So Emmanuel Forbes, like I think he like wrapped him up or whatever. He was just fighting for the ball, right? Emmanuel Forbes, he was just being a dog, fighting for the ball, getting after it. And then this guy had a problem with it, so he comes in, he swings, throws a punch at Emmanuel Forbes, and then Emmanuel Forbes swings back, and then it kind of started a whole brawl, um, a whole fight with the Commanders and the Ravens, and I think that's when Mark Andrews came in and body slammed Danny Johnson, which I still don't get why he did that, but I think that's how it all started. But it's like, bro, Emmanuel Forbes, he probably got more drip and more chains on than you got career catches, bro. So like, what are you trying to do? Like, what are you gonna do, bro? You're really trying to mess with him? Like, who does that receiver think he is? Like, buddy, just catch the ball and go back to the huddle. Like, why are you trying to start something? Um, like, dude, Emmanuel Forbes is already better than you. He's already better than you, and he hasn't even, played a single game in the league yet, buddy. Like, what are you trying to do? Like, dude, you have 4 career catches. That's probably the highlight of his career too, catching a 4-yard out route in training camp, bro. That's probably the only catch he's gonna get this season, bro. Because that man has literally like the Ravens, most of the receivers are just practice squad receivers, bro. Like, um, and any other like team with a decent receiving core, those receivers wouldn't even be like they wouldn't be on the roster. Um, but the Ravens receiving core has improved. They got Zay Flowers. I believe this year they drafted Zay Flowers. They went out, they signed OBJ in free agency, which I think at first I was kind of confused. I was like, what's really the point? And this was a time where a lot of people thought that Lamar was going to leave. So I was like, what's the point of them signing OBJ if Lamar's going to be gone? So, that's why I didn't get it at first. And I just didn't really see what the point of signing OBJ was. Cause like, bro, how old is OBJ? OBJ age. He's 30, but like that's pretty old for a wide receiver. And also, I feel like he's declined a lot these past few years. Or, maybe it's just been injuries, but you went out, you acquired a old, injury prone, declining wide receiver. So I didn't get it. I didn't understand it at first. Um, but now I can see why they went out and did what they did because they were in need of a wide receiver. You know, because you look at that receiving core like last year, bro. Like you probably don't know 95% of those wide receivers. Um, so I think they went out. They addressed the wide receiver position pretty good. They got a couple pretty good wide receivers. So yeah, and they still got an MVP caliber quarterback in Lamar. So the Ravens are going to be good this year. I don't know how good, but I think they should definitely at least win double digit games. In my opinion, they should at least go like 10-7. Um, but yeah, and I think their ceiling, like they could probably go if Lamar, has another MVP caliber year, he stays healthy for the whole season. Mark Andrews stays healthy. Marlon Humphrey gets healthy because he's also injured. So the Ravens do have some injury issues right now, but if those guys are able to get healthy, the Ravens could probably have a season where they go like 14-3. Like they could probably have another season like they had in 2019 if everything goes as planned for them. But and as far as us, man, like, dude, I've been saying it for 3 years, but this team is going 10-7, bro. Like, I don't care. We are winning double digit games this year for the first time in my life. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna speak it into existence, but I'm gonna keep saying it until it happens. Like, I don't care. I really don't care. I'm gonna keep saying it until it happens because I truly believe this. Like, and you can't call me crazy. Like this team went 8-1 last year. So you're telling me we can't win 2 more games with, in my opinion, probably a much better quarterback. I don't know if I can say much better just yet, just because he hasn't really proved himself as an NFL quarterback yet. But like, just like talent wise, significantly better than what we had last year or the year before, and we were still able to win 8 games. And we could have, like, if you just, like, if we had a little bit better quarterback play last season, we win 10 games. Like the Vikings game, that is a win. We win that game. What is that? That's 9-7-1. Okay. And then, like, let me look at last year. Like, what are some games that we just, blew? Because the Vikings game, we choked. Like, we choked out. We were up by 10 in the fourth quarter. We also had a pick six that Benjamin St. Juice had a pick six. and we were about to go up 24-7, but they called pass interference. In my opinion, that was BS, but should have won that game. But let's look at last year. Let's look at last year. We should have won that game, man. Hold up. Commanders 20. Yeah, we went 8-1. All right. So can we look at the schedule? The Titans game, October 9th, bro. 21-17. We had the ball at the 2-yard line. And again, if we don't have, in my opinion, like I didn't go after Carson Wentz for that game because I really thought it was really bad clock management by Ron Rivera. And I still remember that. Like that was terrible, bro. Like the clock management by Ron Rivera in that game was just awful. Some of the worst clock management I've ever seen. But I mean, that's a game. We were marching down the field, about to punch it in the end zone. It was like 20 seconds left. We didn't have any timeouts. We were like the 2 or the 3-yard line. And Carson Wentz forces a ball in double coverage on 3rd and goal. It gets picked. That's the game. So that's a win. You win that game, that's already another win that already adds to your 8 wins. So that's 9-7-1. Okay, we won the Bears game. We went on a little winning streak here, 3 in a row. The Vikings game, that's another win. Okay. And then what? And bro, the 2 Giants games, we tied with the Giants, which I think we should have won that game. Okay, we were up 10-0 in that game. We tied. We made a lot of mistakes in that game by Taylor Heineke. Like he fumbled. I remember the time where he fumbled it. The Giants picked it up. They scored an easy touchdown and gave him a short field. And yeah, they scored a touchdown on that drive. And then we lost to them on Sunday night where we were in the red zone. And what's it called? Taylor Heineke, I think he gave up a touchdown. The offense gave up a touchdown because Taylor Heineke got sacked. He got stripped by who was it? Who did he get stripped by? I can't remember who it was. Hold up. Let me look up the Giants roster. I know it was some like Giants defense. I can't remember who it was. Depth chart. Here we go. Was it Dexter Lawrence? I don't know. Oh, it was Kayvon Thibodeau. Yeah. I mean, he was a beast last season, but Kayvon Thibodeau, I think we were up. We were either up in this game or we were like down by like 3. But Taylor Heineke got stripped. He got recovered by Kayvon Thibodeau, and the Giants scored a touchdown. So that's a touchdown that the defense didn't even give up. So Taylor Heineke basically gives the Giants defense a touchdown. So they score on that drive, and then we lose that game. The refs were terrible. Not even going to get into that. The Niners game, we got blown out. Should have lost that game. The Browns, I mean, with better quarterback play, probably win that game, and then we beat the Cowboys. So it's like you're telling me we can't win 10 games this year when we probably could have won 3 or 4 more games last year if we just have a little bit better if we just have a serviceable quarterback. We win that game. We win 3 or 4 more games. With just a little bit better quarterback play, man. Like it's frustrating, and that's why. And I know I said the same thing last year. I said something similar around this time. I was like, oh, if we can win 7 games, with Taylor Heineke, why can't we win more with Carson Wentz? And I was, proven to be wrong there. I was wrong. But, I mean, like this year, like this past season is true. Like if you just go back and look at the schedule, um, like there's at least a few more games in there that we could have won. I mean, but you can't say that about every team. But I'm just saying, like, with the way this team looks now, with the much better offensive coordinator, an upgrade at quarterback, in my opinion, again, I think talent-wise, he's a lot better than both quarterbacks. But yeah, I mean, I think we've improved a lot. Brian Robinson's he's going to play hopefully a full season this year because we didn't have him until week 6 last year. So it's like, you're telling me we can't win a couple more games with the team that we got now? Like, I don't know, man. I don't see anything crazy about that, and I think that's honestly relatively pretty realistic. I think that's relatively pretty realistic, but we got 4 legs on the stream. I don't know. Uh, but we've been on here about 50 minutes, so almost an hour. Um, just let me check something real quick. All right. But yeah, man, I'm excited for training camp tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm ready to go get some footage. For you guys, put out some content. It's gonna be a good day at Ashburn. Down at Ashburn. It's about a 2 hour drive for me. So you know, gonna have to get up early. Apparently, you gotta take a shuttle down there too. You can't just walk into the practice facility. So I gotta probably take like a 10-minute shuttle ride up to Ashburn, up to the practice facility. Um, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch Sam Howell in action. I'm just ready to see him because I've heard great things about him. He looked great the other night against the Browns in the preseason game, so I'm just ready to see him like live. I can't wait to see Sam Howell live and in action. Jahan, Terry, the big three, our receiving core. And even Deami Brown. I'm ready to see what he's got because I'm hoping that he can take a little bit of a leap this year. Because dude, he's shown us basically nothing, like no potential whatsoever. And what is he going into his 4th season? Like, dude, I'm gonna need some, a lot better production out of Deami Brown. He had one good game last year against the Titans where he had 2 touchdowns. I don't know what was going on with him that day, but we need more of that this season, man. Like we need more of that, consistently throughout the season from Deami Brown, man, because he's gonna be the wide receiver number 4. So we can't just have Terry, Jahan, and Curtis doing all the work. We're gonna need Deami Brown, Byron Pringle. Those guys are gonna have to step up a little bit too, and make some plays for us as well. So, um, yeah, yeah, we got two more preseason games left. I'll probably be on here about 10 more minutes to be honest, because yeah, I mean my plan before the stream started was probably go on here for another hour. But let me know what y'all think about the thumbnail for tonight, man. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna just use the same thumbnail for the game on Monday night because in my opinion, it looks fire. I think it's good. I'm pretty happy with the thumbnail I found for the stream. So yeah, but let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section. Um, but yeah, you know what? To wrap up the stream, we've already kind of covered a decent amount of the Ravens Commanders game. I already know what I want to see. We talked to a couple people on the stream. My boy Chris and Colin. Or no, Colin didn't. He just said what's up and I think just left. But Chris, he said he's expecting big things. He said Sam Howell, now that he's named QB1, he's got to go crazy. And he also said, especially if he's playing backups. And I agree with that. I agree with that take. Um, if our first string offense, if our starters are going up against second or third string defense, I expect Sam Howell and the boys to light them up. Like we got to get busy on them. I fully expect that. Even if we're going against our ones, man, I still, I'll take this receiving core matched up with pretty much any secondary, except for like a few in the league. But I'm really not like, I don't fear the Ravens secondary because they got a lot of issues at cornerback, except for Marlon Humphrey. And I really think our wide receivers should cook them. I mean, they were cooking them in the joint practices. From what I'm hearing, I mean, Terry, Jahan, I mean, they were cooking them. So I expect to see the same thing during the game Monday night, man. But I cannot wait It's gonna be an exciting preseason game. I mean, it's probably almost gonna feel like a regular season game, at least for the first half. Maybe it won't be as fun to watch the second half, but you know, if you're gonna, if you want to watch this game, at least tune in for the first half, man. Because you're gonna want to see it. Trust me, you're gonna want to see it. But second half, if you got to do something, and you don't really care to watch anymore, then go ahead. But at least watch the first half, man, because it's gonna be a really exciting first half to watch. Because the starters are probably gonna play a whole half, at least the offense. Because personally, I don't need to see a whole lot of the defense. I feel like they're already proven. I already know them boys are a top 5 unit. I don't need to see a whole lot. Maybe just out there for like a couple of drives, but I mean, other than that, um, I don't need to see much. You know, and I'll tell you what, I don't need to see any more Emmanuel Forbes, man. That boy, he's been looking like a dog in training camp. And he's really making me eat my words. The things I said on draft night, like I was talking crazy. I was like, dude, why did we not pick Christian Gonzalez? I was pissed. But then Emmanuel Forbes, he comes in, man, and he's just looking like he's definitely the best cornerback on this roster. I'll say that. He's definitely, I think he should be our cornerback one, and then maybe put Kendall Fuller at the cornerback two. But I'm loving what Emmanuel Forbes has done so far, man. You know, he looks like he's got that fire, man. He's gonna bring that energy for this defense, man. Like imagine Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, Montez, Chase, Forbes, Curl. Like, dude, this defense, man, they're gonna be turned, man. They're gonna be full of energy this whole season. Um, so I cannot wait. But oh, Chase just joined. What's going on, Chase? He says, "Yo, let's see. I'll probably be on here for about 10 more minutes, but let's see. But yeah, what's going on, Chase? I know your Eagles played last night. It was a tie game with the Browns, what 18-18. Let's see. But Chase, what do you think? What do you think so far about the Commanders? Like, I know you're an Eagles fan, but how do you think about my team? Like, how do you think we're gonna look this season? Um, and just give me some thoughts down below. About the Commanders. You know, but I'll be at training camp tomorrow, so if any of y'all are there, make sure to come by and say hi. But all right, we got. Oh, I like this right here. I like this by Chase. I like this take right here. It says the floor for them is 5-12 and the ceiling is 11-6. I like that. I say probably our floor is 6-11, but yeah, I mean pretty much spot on. Like if everything goes wrong, Sam Howell looks terrible. He looks like shit, and maybe he gets benched like week 6 or something like that, and we just put in Jacoby Brissett, then that's where it could get bad. You know what I'm saying? Like if we start out the season for some reason, even though we're playing the Cardinals week 1, like let's say we start the season like 1-5, um, like things get off to a like if things start out as bad as it could, if we start out like 1-5, um, and things are getting bad, then Jahan will definitely break out. Oh yeah, for sure, man, dude. Year 2, Jahan's already got a year under his belt, and he was looking like he was a beast last year. And I'm already seeing it like against the Browns, bro. Dude, he had that safety turning around, bro. Like that route, the NFL posted it. They even like zoomed in. They even like broke down the route. Like once I saw that, I was like, dude, that's nasty, bro. Like his route running, his hands. Like Jahan has better hands than Terry. Like I'm gonna say that. I'm just being honest. And like, dude, if Jahan Dotson ends up being better than Terry, like that's a good ass problem to have because um, I mean, Terry is what? He's probably a top 8 wide receiver. If Jahan can be better than that, I mean, we're going to have 2 top 10 wide receivers um, in this wide receiver room. Forbes will be top 3 in defensive rookie of the year. I could see that for sure. Um, yeah, I could definitely see that. I think Emmanuel Forbes is going to have a good year. Um, But I mean, yeah, dude, if Jahan ends up being better than Terry, that would be crazy. And I mean, but to be honest, we should expect him to be better than Terry because Terry was a 3rd round pick. We drafted him in like the middle of the 3rd round. Jahan was a 1st round pick. Like, just looking at it, you should expect the first round pick to be better than the third round pick. You know what I'm saying? No, I know Terry. I think y'all will split with Eagles, Giants, and Cowboys. I like that. I got to sweep the Giants. I'm sorry, man. I've been calling it for so many years. We did sweep them 2 years ago, but one of the games was like the last game of the season didn't really matter. So like, I want to get a legit sweep on the Giants. Like, I'm tired of them, bro. Like, in my opinion, they're overrated. Like, I get it. They made the playoffs last year. They won a playoff game. Like, that's great, but they just paid Daniel Jones $80 million. Now, some offseason additions they did make. They signed Darren Waller, one of the best tight ends in the league. So that was a good signing, and they also were able to such an overpay. Oh yeah, for sure. What was the contract? Let me look it up. Chase, if you know it, put it in the chat. But I'm gonna search it up. Daniel Jones contract. Daniel Jones. Wait, hold on. He got paid 160 million for 4 years. God damn. Hell no, bruh. Daniel fucking Jones. All right, excuse my cuss word, but Daniel Jones, bro. Oh hell no, we sweeping them boys. I don't care. I'm tired of the Giants. I'm tired of fans, especially. I don't know if y'all know who Cop Izzle is. He's on YouTube. 4 year, 160, but they won't pay Saquon or OBJ. Well, yeah, OBJ, but that was a while ago. But yeah, Saquon, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, but also like I feel like no running backs are getting paid nowadays. Like, you see, I think what is Jonathan Taylor? He's still holding out at training camp. Josh Jacobs, he was, but I think he's about to return, and start practicing again with the Raiders. But I mean, they just don't value the running back position that much anymore, and it sucks to see, but I mean, running backs just really aren't getting paid anymore. Because they're looked at as they're easily replaceable. You can but I mean for guys like Saquon, Nick Chubb, like I get it, running backs aren't like that valuable, but I mean they kind of are. They get injured a lot too. Yeah, and they're only like their prime is very short. Like it's for like a few years, and they start getting injured a lot. They decline. Um, running backs really only have about 4 or 5 good years in them. Wide receivers probably have about maybe 10 good, like if they're lucky, 10 good years. And then like a good quarterback career could probably, play for like 15 years. Yeah, Gurley, Bell, Zeke, ruined running backs getting paid. Yeah, because I think Zeke got a big contract a few years ago. Because Zeke played for like 7 seasons with the Cowboys. He played 6 or 7 seasons. But I mean, and then you see now like the Cowboys released him. Like we're talking about Zeke used to be like arguably probably one of the best running backs in the league. He was probably like top two at one point. Like he was crazy. Like I remember, dude, he would run all over the Commanders, man. Like I remember Thanksgiving Day. I mean, he would just run all over us, and he was just a nightmare for defenses. And then a few years later, he's getting released, and he's looking for a new team, and he just got signed by the Patriots. But like, I don't even think they're looking at Zeke to be like the running back one. What do you think the Eagles, Cowboys, and Commanders records? All right, so I'll give you my floor and ceiling. Wait, hold up. All right, so the floor, like if everything goes wrong for the Eagles, I would say probably around 9-8. Like and Giants, yeah, I got you. So all right, so everyone in the NFC East. So the Eagles, if everything goes wrong, I don't really know how everything can go wrong for them, but like just saying like if everything goes wrong for the Eagles, probably around like 9-8. I don't think they're gonna be any worse than that. Um, well, I'd say probably like every like good team in the league. Like I even saw this on NFL, like the Bills, the Chiefs. Like every one of those teams, their floor was like 8-9, and their ceiling was like 13-4. So that's probably what I would have the Eagles around. So probably for the Eagles, probably 9-8 is their floor, and then I'm gonna go their ceiling is 14-3 probably. Yeah, I'm gonna go ceiling is 14-3, and then their floor 8-9. All right, moving on to the Cowboys. The Cowboys, I got their ceiling at 7-10, and then their floor, I'm gonna go 11-6, 12-5, maybe. I'll go 12-5 for the Cowboys for their ceiling. All right. Then we got my Commanders. I'm gonna go ceiling probably around like you said, 11-6, and then floor probably. I'm gonna go floor 6-11 or 7-10. I'll go 6-11 because just in case Sam Howell doesn't work out, and maybe then like it's possible that after a few weeks we find out that Sam Howell isn't our guy and he's just not it. Then maybe we try to tank for next season because next year's QB class is going to be loaded. Now I'm praying that doesn't happen. I want this team to go to the playoffs this year. I want us to win double-digit games, but if worse comes to worse, this team might just throw it all away and they might just start from scratch and draft a quarterback next year if everything goes wrong with Sam Howell and the offense. All right. The Giants, I got them finishing last in the NFC East, in my opinion. But, all right. So their floor, probably same as the Commanders, probably 6-11. No, I'm going to go to Giants floor 5-12. 5-12 for their floor. Ceiling, I'll go 11-6. So I'd say the Giants, Commanders, and Cowboys, like they're all probably going to be competing for second place in the NFCs. I think the Eagles, like I don't think anyone's really going to be bothering them at all this season. Like I don't think they're going to have a problem winning the division. I don't really know if anyone's even going to be competing with them this season. We'll have to see. Now, history does say that no one repeats back-to-back division titles. In the NFC East, but like I don't really believe in that curse because apparently people are saying there's a curse going on. Because I don't know how long it's been since the last time people have since the team has repeated. What do you think about the Jets? The Jets, I think they can be good. They went out, they signed Dalvin Cook, they got Garrett Wilson. Um, who else they have on offense? I know they got Brees. Wait, no, I think the Jets are going to be like the Bronco. Okay. I think the Jets are going to be like this year's Broncos. Yeah, like, okay. So you think the Jets are going to struggle this year? See, me, I got the Jets making the playoffs. I think they'll make the playoffs. Um, Now I don't know how far they'll go in the playoffs, but I got them probably around like 10-7, something like that. I don't really got them. They have the exact same situation. Yeah, pretty much. Um, Oh yeah, you're talking about because like last year, I feel like the Broncos had like a mid receiving core. They had a really good defense. That is kind of like the Jets, um, but I think Aaron Rodgers is still a lot better than Russell Wilson is right now. So I don't know if it's going to be the exact same situation. But the Jets they have a really good defense, but their offense is it does have some question marks. But then again, like they went out, they signed Dalvin Cook, who's a really good running back. They still have Brees Hall. They got Garrett Wilson, who's a pretty good wide receiver. And Aaron Rodgers, like he looks like he's happy to be there now. Like I just feel like last year with the Packers, like you watch him on the Pat McAfee show or whatever his name is. Like he was always just talking shit about his teammates, like on the Packers, always talking about how he didn't trust anybody, you know, on that offense, and he just never, he didn't have any trust in his team. But this year looks completely different. Like Aaron Rodgers actually like traded for a QB, supposed to have a breakout QB, hired Nathaniel Hackett, young, good defense, and is in a stacked division. Wait, the Jets hired Nathaniel Hackett? I don't even think I knew that. Hold up. The Jets had Nathaniel Hackett? Shit. Oh, yeah, I didn't even know that. Shit, what's wrong with me, bro? I didn't even. Oh yeah, he is a coach of the Jets. Oh, for OC. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I was about to say I didn't think he was a head coach. Um, Damn, they got Nathaniel Hackett as the offensive coordinator. That's rough, but I mean, yeah, dude, they just need the offense to be like decent because their defense is really good. They got Sauce Gardner. My phone's at 2%, so I might go soon. All right, yeah, I appreciate you coming through. I'm probably about to wrap up the stream pretty soon, anyways, because probably I probably gotta get to bed soon. But I might get on the PS5 for a little bit too. So if you're on, uh, hold up. I might get on for like another hour or so. Yeah, probably go to bed around 10:30. Yeah, I'm about to shut down and wrap up this stream. Be on here another couple minutes, but yeah, I didn't even know that Nathaniel Hackett was their offensive coordinator. I didn't even know he was their OC. Shit. Okay, so I guess they do have a pretty similar situation, but um, I don't know. I just think if their offense can be pretty good, I mean they still have Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson. If that offense can just be pretty good, I think they should win double-digit wins and at least get to the playoffs. I'm not saying the Jets are going to be like deep, like Super Bowl contenders. They're not. I don't think they're going to be anywhere near that. Um, but I could see them as like a playoff team. Maybe they make it to like the divisional round. Um, but like I'm gonna give you the floor and ceiling for the Jets. I think the floor probably around 7-10, and their ceiling probably 11-6. They're not gonna be a team that's gonna be like 13-4, 14-3. Like they're not gonna be one of the best teams in the league. I think they'll just be like a pretty good team all year. They're gonna have a good defense. Um, now if Aaron Rodgers has like for some reason MVP caliber year, then they can maybe go far in the playoffs. But I just don't think he's gonna have a year like that. Like I think those years are past Aaron Rodgers. Like I just think he is what he is now. He's still, a good quarterback, but I don't think he can still be an MVP caliber. But I could be wrong. Maybe he proves me wrong this year. But it's just like what I was seeing last year. I just really don't think he had a good season. He had a pretty average season, to his standards. And, yes, he didn't really have that great of a receiving core, but like it's not like the Jets have, an amazing receiving core either. Like they have some good young receivers on there, but you know, they don't got any world beaters on the, in the wide receiver room. Um, I mean, it's kind of like the same situation as the Packers last year. They have a good defense, they have a good run game. Um, but they just, they lack talent at the wide receiver position. Um, so I don't know. We'll see what happens with the Jets. Um, but yeah, I'm about to go ahead wrap up this stream. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. I appreciate everyone who stopped by. Um, but yeah, I'm about to go ahead wrap up the stream. Thank you guys for pulling up. I'm going to be at training camp tomorrow, so I'll definitely get some footage of practice for you guys. I'll make some YouTube shorts. I'll probably even make, a video of training camp. I'll film some content for you guys, but thank you guys for coming out, and I'll see y'all probably Monday night. Yeah, we'll be live. Yeah, that's the next time I'll see y'all. Because, well, no, I have a video out tomorrow, but the next time I'm going live will probably be Monday night against the Ravens for week 2 of the preseason. So I'll see y'all there. But thank you guys for stopping by, and I'm out. Peace.